Hello, my juicy peaches, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Priestess Peaches, aka Jackie Lane from yourpeachylife.com. I mostly support ambitious women in long-term relationships with love, pleasure, well-being, and business. And in today's video, I'm going to be giving you 7 ways to switch off from your business and turn on in the bedroom. Many female entrepreneurs have told me that because they have to be switched on in their business all day, that they struggle to switch off from their business at the end of the day and then relax and then turn on in the bedroom. This is a very common theme among female entrepreneurs. They feel like because they are working all day, that then they don't feel like they can come back home to their feminine energy when their partner gets back, and they don't feel like they can be intimate and sexual because they're too highly strung and stressed, and it can really play havoc within the relationship, and a woman can feel like she has to choose between her business or her relationship. The issue is that women in this position often think that they need to work really hard so that they get everything done by the end of the day. And so they push and they force and they hustle and they overgive and they do too much so that everything's done by the end of the day. A woman is left feeling even more stressed and annoyed and frustrated that not everything is done. And so she finds it even harder to relax her nervous system and come into a space of enjoyment and sensuality and switching off from her business and connecting with her partner. So trying to get it all done by the end of the day is not the answer. Another thing that women often say and often do is to just do it, meaning just have sex from an obligatory space, have sex and be intimate when she's not feeling ready, when she's not feeling open and receptive, just to please her partner. Just do it is the Nike tagline. It is related to fitness. It is related to sports. It is not related to a complex sexual being and a woman's female anatomy of arousal. Just doing it can be extremely damaging. Just do it is not the same as honoring your responsive desire, your responsive turn on. Just doing it can be extremely damaging and cause a mistrust between you and your body and your partner and your body, and that can shut you down even more, turn you off even more. And when you're doing something out of obligation, it never feels truly good, and you can often feel very empty and resentful afterwards, and it can cause issues in your relationship if you are just doing it to kind of please him, or maybe it's to please you as well, but it's coming from this space of pushing yourself into it before you're ready. That's not truly beneficial or truly healthy for a woman. Another thing that women have often expressed to me is that they try to spice things up. They try to get themselves in the mood by adding things into their sex life, like spice things up, getting sexy underwear, new toys, things like that. And these things are great. But if you're already in a space of depletion and your nervous system is depleted, you actually need relaxed arousal. And these things are causing excitement and titillation. And these things are a more masculine energy approach to bring you into a space of turn on. And actually that can cause havoc with your nervous system as well. If you're needing to be slower and gentle and in a space of more relaxed arousal, those kind of things, those masculine energy things, to bring excitement into the relationship can often deplete you even further, and it can feel like a performance rather than genuine, because it's like you're trying so hard to turn yourself on. And it may work every now and then, or it may work in the short term, but long term it's not sustainable. And as women, we are cyclical beings, and we are we are temperamental, but it's not really temperamental. It means that we need variety. It means that we require adventure and a journey and different novel things. And so if you are using only masculine energy things to spice up your relationship, you're going to find that over time it's not sustainable, and it's going to shut you down further. Another thing that female entrepreneurs tell me is that they feel they need to hire a team of people in their business to support them. And I'm all for delegating when you need to delegate, but there's other things that come with hiring a team of people or creating a team of people. You then need to know how to manage said team of people. And if you're a highly sensitive female entrepreneur like me, sometimes managing other people can be quite tricky, and it can actually be more daunting and bring up more triggers. And it's probably not that you need to hire a team of people. It's probably just that you need to understand a different way of being in your business. So hiring a team of people is probably not going to be the answer. It actually could create different types of work for you, because you have to oversee things, you have to check things, you have to manage people. And although delegating can be fantastic sometimes, it's not always the answer to switch off from your business and turn on in the bedroom. So a woman may think she needs to hire a team of people if she hasn't got a team of people supporting her already, but actually that may not be the answer, or adding to your team of people may not actually be the answer for you. You may just need to refine a few things and shift a few things in the way that you are functioning, instead of seeking external things. Women often say to me they feel like they need to just quit their business. And this is a sabotage thought. This is escapism. Because when a woman is functioning in a way that's depleting her in her business, and she's not able to come into her feminine energy in her relationship and in the bedroom, then she will feel like it has to be this or that. It has to be her relationship and sex life or her business. And so she feels like she needs to quit her business. She feels like she has to sacrifice and sabotage her independence, the aspect of her independence and her passions and her purpose, and sacrifice being of service and receiving income and making good money for her partner to please him and to please the relationship and to please their sex life. And that's just not the case. It's an escapism thought and a sabotage thought. And related to this, nowadays, there's the whole trad wife movement online, and I have heard women say that they feel they should just become a trad wife. And it's a similar thing. It's an escapism thought. There's nothing wrong with being a trad wife, whatever floats your boat. But if you are currently a female entrepreneur, you know that you are here with a message to share, and that you have a service you can offer others and support others with, and that you want to have your own business and you want to be successful, and you want to have a thriving company, and you want to have a thriving relationship, probably for you becoming a trad wife isn't going to fit. And again, this is just an escapism thought, a sabotage thought. Actually, what you need to do is something different. There's many other things that women tell me, many other solutions they come up with which are unnecessary, many things they think they need to do. They're not the things that truly work long term to sustain a way of operating in your life that's going to nourish both. So you don't have to do those things, my lovely. There is a better way, and I want to share with you what I know works. And I'm going to share with you 7 ways that you can come into your pleasure power, switch off from your business at the end of the day, so that you can turn on in the bedroom. So let's get into it. So the first way is to learn how to operate in your empowered feminine energy within your business, so that you're not so much in your forward moving masculine energy all the live long day, and so that you're not in your wounded energies or operating from your wounded masculine energy, pushing and forcing and hustling. And underlying the wounded masculine is often, most of the time, your wounded feminine, your self-doubt, your fears, the self-sabotage, all those things. So learning how to operate in your empowered feminine energy looks like taking your energy off your clients by trusting in your work, trusting in their process and their timeline, and being unattached to their process and their timeline, not making it about you. This can be a tricky one for a lot of female entrepreneurs because you want to do a good job and you want to make sure that your clients are going to be getting results, but you really need to take your energy off your clients, and there's ways that you can do that. Being more journey and process focused with your projects rather than just goal focused. And this can seem counterintuitive. And I just want to say the things that I'm sharing work best for sensitive female entrepreneurs who want to operate more in their feminine energy. I just want to put that out there. So operating from your empowered feminine energy also looks like doing the inner work of the empowered feminine to work on your wounds, to work on your self-sabotage, your triggers, and bring them into an empowered space. You want to shift hustle, overgiving, perfectionism, and procrastination into flow state, and practice peaceful productivity and more quiet marketing, which is all about streamlining your messaging, marketing, and sales, creating systems and structures to support your feminine flow. This is the way the masculine and empowered masculine energy can support you. And that's how you come into flow state. Rituals, play, experimentation, adventure, pleasure, and joy and curiosity, coming into that space and creating rituals so that you are including those things into how you're working. Coming into a slower flow within yourself and within how you're operating in your business, because this is what actually collapses time, is when you trust in time and there's more than enough time, and trust in a slower flow, because you don't want to be overworking and overgiving and hustling and burning out. That's not what we want. I spoke about delegating. This is really key. It's not necessarily about delegating to and hiring a whole team of people in your business. It's about delegating in other areas of your life as well. Accepting help, accepting support, and making sure you have that support in your life. And the last one is to finish your day earlier. Finish your day earlier. You may be thinking, well, how am I going to get everything done? But it's really important that you're not working all the live long day, because as women we need to rest, recharge, relax, rejuvenate. And if you're working until late in the evening and everything's going into your business, then you've got nothing left for the other things in your life that are just as important, if not more important. So when you create a container for your work and the time frame that you want, you get to design your life on your terms as an entrepreneur. You get to design your schedule in a way that really nourishes you. And this may seem impossible for where you're at right now, but trust me, there's ways that you can do that. So the second way to switch off from your business and switch on in the bedroom is to really get to know what your accelerators and your brakes are when it comes to your turn on. And you want to start taking your foot off the brakes and pushing down on the accelerators, on the accelerator. And you want to be doing that throughout your day, not just at the end of the day. You want to be taking the pedal off the brakes, putting your foot down on the pedal for the accelerators. So you need to be thinking about your sensuality, the things that light you up, things that cause your nervous system to relax, little things that you can include and implement into your day, into the way that you're running your business. I call it the constant simmer of pleasure. And I think I coined that term from Kim Anami. The constant simmer of pleasure is all about adding delicious and delightful things into your day, into your business, into the way you work, so that you are constantly nourishing your joy, your pleasure, your nervous system, so that you're in a space of openness and receptivity come the end of the day. So adding things in that calm your nervous system throughout the day. Can you think of anything that calms your nervous system? Maybe that's having a lovely relaxing cup of herbal tea, taking a 5-minute break to do some deep breathing or meditation, yoni breathing, things that nourish your senses and delight your senses, maybe burning some essential oils whilst you're writing your content or filming a video, lighting a candle, putting on a salt lamp. Little things that delight you and that cause you to feel good and to feel nourished. They're just small little things that you can add into your day. So come the end of the day, it's really important to set the space for you and your partner, set the vibe, set the intentions. So you want to be creating a really lush, sensual space for you and your partner to play in. And you want to be delighting your senses there as well. And this can be something that he can do whilst you're doing one of the next steps, not the next step, but one of the ways I'm about to share with you. So you want to be delighting your senses, having that constant simmer of pleasure throughout your day. If you're finishing a little bit earlier, then you can do some yoni breathing and other things, little rituals that can really nourish your body and nervous system and take your focus off your business and place it back onto you, come back home to yourself, so that you are preparing yourself and nourishing yourself so you're in a space of openness, readiness, and receptivity. So the next one is a daily reflection. A daily reflection after you finish work. You want to write down the things that went well, and you want to write down the things you would do different next time. So you want to write down the things that went well, the things you overcame, the things that you can celebrate, the things to be proud of, the things that felt good, the things that you enjoyed. And you want to write the things that didn't go so well, the things that you would do differently. And also it's a really good time to just brain dump if you've got lots on your mind and thinking about all the things you have to do tomorrow and all the things that you didn't finish today. Brain dump it down, especially if you have a tendency to ruminate and have circulating thoughts that you just can't shut down from. I find it's really good, and clients have told me that it's a really good practice just to brain dump it all down, writing it out so that it's on paper in black and white, and then you can tell your brain, hey, I've written all these thoughts down. Thank you for telling me all these thoughts. I've written them all down, and I'm going to come back to them tomorrow. I won't forget them because they're in black and white, written down, so I will come back to them tomorrow, brain. So you can relax. It's okay. I've got you. I've written everything you're telling me down, and I will come back to it tomorrow when I have the energy to move through those thoughts. And it can be a great way to alleviate that rumination and circulating thoughts. And you want to finish off your brain dumping, reflection, journaling thing with all the things that went well. Even if you've already done that, you want to just remind yourself of all the things that went well and the things that you can celebrate and the things that you felt good about. Because you want to end on that note so that you are feeling more positive, in a more positive space. So way number 4 we're on now. So this way is what I call a water ritual. It's basically just having a shower. But I like to call it a water ritual or Aphrodite's shower or bath. And this is the thing I was talking about, that maybe when your partner can set the space for you, set the sensual space for both of you, you can go and have your Aphrodite's bath or shower or water ritual, so that you're doing this with intention. You want to be indulgent and sensual and present and have the intention to cleanse away your day, cleanse away all the things that caused you stress or discomfort that day, and just start to relax your nervous system. And this can really lift your spirits as well, and you'll feel so refreshed and rejuvenated afterwards. So it's a way to kind of prepare and prime your body. You can start getting into your sensuality when you're in the shower, because you want to be present with your body and really clean and cleanse yourself, massage yourself when you're in the shower. It can really calm your nervous system, and it can really help you get in touch with your sensuality. And that is the gateway into your sexual self and your pleasure. Way number 5 to switch off from your business and turn on in the bedroom is to understand the masculine and feminine sexual dynamic. This is something that I teach, and how the masculine and feminine energy flows and expresses within the bedroom. And you want to be creating sexual dates and sexual play dates accordingly. And this is really about knowing your cycles and rhythms as well. And instead of having sex, you want to shift that into being sexual with each other. So you want to be inclusive of intimacy without sexual intercourse, being sexual without it leading to intercourse, and to take your focus off the end goal of orgasm or ejaculation and actually have experiences that are inclusive of your feminine energy and come into a space of sexual exploration with each other, connection and nourishment, not always just sexual gratification and orgasm and intercourse. Because when it's always the same, you're going always down the same route and always the same kind of foreplay, always the same kind of sex with the same end goal, it can become monotonous, it can become boring, it can turn you off and shut you down. Like I said, women need variety. Women like to have adventure. Women are journey orientated and more process focused. So you need to be nourishing your feminine energy in the bedroom with your partner and in being inclusive of feminine energy sex. This will light your body up and your female anatomy of arousal, and you'll start to look forward to sexual play again. So way number 6 is all about knowing your sexual type or your erotic blueprint. It's important to honor yours and your partner's erotic type so that you can create compatibility, so that you are honoring of each other, so that you are both receiving and experiencing yumminess together. And quite often when you're only experiencing one type of sexual play, one of you is not being fully honored, and it can really cause incompatibility issues and a sense of pressure and obligation, and that's not going to turn you on in the bedroom, and your business can become a sabotage. It can become an easy little escape and excuse, and you can use that as an excuse when you're not being fully honored or your partner's not being fully honored, and therefore the sexual play you have together isn't that great and it's not that expansive or fulfilling. You want to be learning how you can create a fulfilling, satiating, expansive sex life together so that you don't use your business as an excuse, just like a lot of women will say, not tonight, I'm washing my hair. If you're making those kind of excuses, it's because there's something imbalanced or something that's needs refining and shifting within the sexual space. Number 7 is all about learning exactly how to awaken your pleasure. And so if you're experiencing any kind of sexual shutdown, which means any kind of numbness, pain, low sexual desire, turn off, limited pleasure, limited orgasm, no orgasm, or just one type of orgasm, and if you're struggling sexually, if you're struggling to connect with yourself and feel sexually and sensually and connect with your partner and feel deep love and connection and nourishment, then learning how to work with and play with your body, with your sexual self, with your yoni to awaken your pleasure is truly, truly key. So this looks like some of the things I've covered already, like learning about the masculine and feminine dynamic, enhancing your sensuality, having that constant simmer of pleasure, but it's also about activating your sexual energy. It's about forming a trusting bond with your sexual self and your body and your partner. It's about awakening your yoni without touch and with touch. It's about learning self-healing, how to heal yourself sexually. And it's about exploring yourself and your pleasure and your partner's pleasure. And it's also about expansive orgasm, expanding your orgasm. So what I know to be true is that when you operate in your empowered feminine energy, when you have the union and the harmony of the masculine and feminine dynamic within your business and in the bedroom, when you learn how to unleash your pleasure power, and when you experience expansive lovemaking and expansive orgasm, these things will cause you to be able to easily switch off in your business and turn on in the bedroom. So many of these things I teach in my 6-module online course, Awaken Your Pleasure. I offer this course also as a one-to-one program, 12-week one-to-one program, where we go through the course and your personal issues and blocks to bliss. This course is comprehensive in and of itself. It's a 6-phase process that takes a woman from any kind of sexual shutdown, limited pleasure and orgasm, to being fully sexually expressed within the bedroom. So module 1 is all about understanding the masculine and feminine dynamic, sexual dynamic, and how to honor your female body. And it's about understanding your holistic sexual self. Module 2 is about awakening your sensuality and awakening your yoni without touch. Module 3 is all about activating magnetism and activating your Kundalini sexual energy. Module number 4 is all about healing, self-healing your yoni and healing your sexual self. Number 5 is about exploring your unique expression and exploring with touch. And module number 6 is all about expanding your pleasure potential and expanding your orgasmic potential. Each week there's 2 teaching videos. There's implementation practices, guided practices with video demos, guided audio practices, written exercises, and questions to make sure that you've grasped the information and also to implement it and integrate it into your own life. And I've created specific practices for each module so that you can really embody what it is you're learning week to week. If you're opting for the one-to-one option, the 3 months or 12-week one-to-one program version of this, then obviously you have access to the online course forever. And we go through the online course and we work through, like I said, all your specific issues, relationship issues, issues with your sexual self and your blocks to bliss. And we'll work through each module based on your experience, your life experience right now, so we can really shift you into an empowered space within your body, your sexual self, and with your partner sexually. These are the mindsets, the tools, the practices that help me transform my relationship with my sexual self and my yoni. So these teachings help me go from total sexual shutdown to being open for deep connection and receptive and desiring deep connection, love, pleasure, and sex, as well as being fully orgasmically expressed. And I want this for all women. This 6-module Awaken Your Pleasure online course or one-to-one program does not go into your business. That is a separate program that I have called Empowered Feminine Empress. And that program goes into all the things business and teaches you exactly how to operate in your empowered feminine energy within your business. If you're not wanting the one-to-one support with the business aspect of things, then I do offer a comprehensive masterclass called Empowered Feminine Messaging, Marketing and Sales. And that teaches you a foundation in how to operate in your empowered feminine energy with your messaging, marketing and sales process. So if you're interested in any of these offerings, the links for these offerings are in the description box below. So all you have to do is click the relevant links in the description box. I will also leave the link to apply to work with me one-to-one in the description box as well. So I'm going to leave this video here. I hope this was useful for you. Let me know if you liked it by giving it a thumbs up or leave me a comment. I really do love it when you leave comments and ask me questions, because I'm an emotional authority generator, if you know about human design. So that means I can respond to your comments and messages, and it really helps me to feel like you're reciprocating and that you're enjoying my content, and it really does give me motivation to create more for you. And yeah, if you like this video and you're not subscribed yet, then please do feel free to subscribe to my channel so that you can receive more juicy content like this. I put videos out every Friday, educational, value-based videos like this every Friday. So I alternate the topics because I support ambitious women in long-term relationships with love, pleasure, well-being, and business. But as we know, all these things are holistic. We function holistically, so a lot of the content overlaps anyway, because the overarching theme of my work in the world is the masculine and feminine energy, and so it all overlaps. But that's the basic structure of my YouTube channel. I really love that variety. I'm a multi-passionate person. Right, I'm gonna go now and stop talking because this is a really long video, as always. Have an amazing day, and remember to keep it juicy. Bye.